Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
BoxingVoice.com.
What broke him down? Was it just the body punching? I was hitting him with body punching. I heard him actually, he was crying in there. You were saying that Gibbs was crying when you hit him? When did that happen? And perhaps the fourth round on?
BoxingVoice.com.
So that you knew you had him by that time. Absolutely, but I knew he was touching and taking those punches.
Quality Beyonce Productions.
Making women gestures like,
Let's go, champ. This is the champ. He's sharing the champion with the fake champ. With BoxingVoice.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with another spontaneous edition, and we had to come right back. I mean, yesterday we talked a little Kell Brook versus Errol Spence, and today we're back to talk a little Kell Brook versus Errol Spence. Seems that purse bid we were talking about, they put a postponement on that, but that's good news. We'll give you all the details. Listen, if this is something you want to talk about, something you want to partake in or just listen to, remember the number to call in is 1-425-569-5241. International callers, call us absolutely free by adding Nestor Gibbs on Skype. Remember March 3rd, TBV Appreciation Night. Head on over to theboxingvoice.com/reunion for all the details. Let's now head on over to California for all the details. Matt, what's going on, brother? Talk to me.
What's up, guys? It's an interesting day because we've had just sort of almost negative news in a sense. You know, obviously you, Ness, are making out to be positive, and I think that's the right way to look at it now. You know, obviously me, I'm usually the hater. I know everyone wants to call me the hipster and the hater, and I am that. I'll be honest. And with the old Deontay Wilder, Alexander Povetkin going to the jury trial, with this being postponed, it's just like I just want good news. I want fights to be made. I want the best fighting the best. That's all I want. But like you said, there is some good news. And, you know, this is boxing. You know,
shit happens, man.
Shit happens. So hopefully in a week we're gonna get this fight finalized. You know, most likely in the UK. That's what I'm hoping for, and I think that's what we will get. Hopefully.
Yeah, I'm definitely optimistic, right? I mean, it's just like if they're asking for a postponement, let's give out some details as to what exactly is going on, why we're back talking about the same subject. A purse bid has been delayed for the fight between Kell Brook and Errol Spence Jr. As we all know, that purse bid was supposed to take place tomorrow, Tuesday afternoon, at the IBF headquarters in Springfield, New Jersey, but that was postponed today, Monday, for at least 1 week on the request of both camps. So I just want to stop there. And Matt, I mean, shouldn't you be optimistic that it's both camps? Like the last time it was Eddie asked for an extension, but now it's both sides.
Yeah, the fact that both sides are reporting that they want this to be extended means that they are negotiating. It doesn't, like, if we didn't get any news today about this fight at all happening, and we were going to roll into Tuesday to the purse bid, not knowing what was going to happen, I think we were more than likely going to see Kell Brook vacate. But now that we actually got news that they are negotiating, they asked for a longer time. And a week in terms of business is not that long. When you're drafting up contracts, legal contracts, and you have teams of lawyers from networks, from promoters to managers to trainers to the fighters themselves all reading this, it takes time. And 5 business days, I'm okay with giving them that time and being lenient about that. And like you said, both sides want it. Let's see them do it. Let's see this fight happen, because this is the fight that needs to happen for the welterweight division. And hopefully both these guys who have trouble making 147 can make 147 comfortably and healthily and have this fight happen sometime in the spring or summertime.
Now, matchroom promoter Eddie Hearn, obviously he represents Kell Brook. He's been locked into negotiations with TGB Promotions boss Tom Brown over there, who's representing Spence for this one. They've, made enough progress, and they felt like, why go to purse bid? We can settle this ourselves. So they both, got a postponement. Now, like you said, 7 days, 5 days, that's nothing, man. We waited 5 years, 7 years for Mayweather-Pacquiao, and this is not on that level, but it definitely has that hardcore hype behind it. I want to read some quotes from Eddie. We are close to a deal, and both sides have requested an extension of a week. Hearn told, obviously, ESPN. Brown told ESPN, we're getting close to making a deal. This is a big fight, and we hope to get it done before next week rescheduled purse bid. So, Matt, I mean, obviously, we're here speculating on what could be the holdup, but what could be the holdup?
I would assume that obviously maybe location could be an issue. The split could be an issue because they may offer more than the 75-25. That could be something there, especially if they want to bring Errol Spence over to the UK and have the fight in the O2 or something like that. These are all things to think about. I think it has to do in some sort of way correlation with the location and the split of the purse. Because if Eddie Hearn does want Errol Spence to come to the UK, a 75-25 mandatory split from the IBF seems kind of drastic. And I would assume that Eddie, being the type of promoter that he is and the history we know of him paying guys well to come over to the UK, I would expect to see more of a 60-40 split. And Errol Spence either coming to Sheffield or London and fighting Kell Brook in the main event, pay-per-view, and Sky Sports.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a question of where it's going to take place. I think Earl, myself, Eddie, the world knows this one's going to happen in the UK. I think that it's, the latter reason that you brought up. I believe it is the split, right? Why offer him the 25 or less when you know it's going to force the purse bid? So you got to do what Tom Lawford did with Jacobs. Offer more than that 25% not to go to purse bid. And I think that's where they're, going back and forth, trying to find out what exactly is enough for the young Errol Spence to go to the UK. But he was always going to have to go. Let's get that clear, regardless, because 75% goes to the champion. I just don't see Al Heyman winning this purse bid to give Kell Brook all that money.
Agreed.
So any other details that you picked up from this situation?
Not that I could find. Basically, what you said is the details that we have, the facts that we have. Both camps wanted this extension. Eddie Hearn is saying that the fight is very close to being finalized. All signs point to UK showdown. It's just an issue of money, maybe the date, and let's get it going. Obviously, we saw Kell Brook, a couple nights ago getting interviewed. He did look massive. Maybe they do want to negotiate the fight to be more towards the summertime. Maybe have an outdoor venue in the UK, a larger stadium. That could be a possibility. Give Brook more time to trim down. That could be a factor. I don't know.
That can be one of the major things, like date.
Yeah, think that Errol Spence may want to fight in May or April, and Kell Brook may want to fight in July.
But if you're Earl, do you really go back and forth on that? Because even if you let's say you're like, man, I want to fight as soon as possible. These guys had me waiting 6 months already. I want to fight. Even if you go to purse bid, I mean, there's no guarantee that you're going to fight in May anyway. Even if you get that purse bid. So I think it's better to just come up with an agreed upon, time and place. Speaking of times, this one's starting to feel like a time bomb because they already have the time, date, location. I mean, it's going to be happening in Springfield, New Jersey at the headquarters of the IBF. We already know it's next Tuesday, February 14th, on Valentine's 2017. Bids must be submitted by 11:45 a.m. Eastern time, with the sealed bids to be open at 12. So, we're talking about you got to get your offer in. And 15 minutes later, we're going to know what's going to happen with this fight if they cannot come to an agreement by Tuesday, February 14th at 11:45 a.m. Eastern time. We're going to be counting this one down like the man on the moon and shit.
Agreed. And I think that Even if they do negotiate, it could still go to purse bid, and it could be a negotiated purse bid just to drive up the price. That's possible. I have no precedent of that happening, but for business wise, I can see that happening. If this takes still a week, we still don't get any news, finalized news till Tuesday of next week on Valentine's Day, which is kind of weird. Something poetic about that, I feel like, but I don't want to go into it. But it's gonna be a good fight no matter what we get. And even if, I know Bruce in the chat is really hating, and he's saying this fight's not gonna happen. Kell Brook's gonna vacate. He's gonna fight Miguel Cotto, and Errol Spence gonna fight someone for the vacant belt. And in all actuality,
and that could be the negotiations, man. You never know. They could be saying, look, tell Kell Brook to vacate, and we'll give him a fight with Jamal Charlo for the 154-pound title. You know what I'm saying? You just never know what they're negotiating in those closed doors. But
there's no way Brook takes that, though, right? Come on, there's no way. I mean,
if it's Jamel, the one that was getting rocked by John Jackson.
No. There's a reason why he picked out Cotto as a legit 154 guy to go for. An old guy.
But because of the name. Let's not act like Cotto's name isn't one of the major factors, man.
Oh, it is. I'm not denying that, but let's be real. Cotto's old. He's not going to go after a prime, legit 154 guy that's going to move to 160 eventually. He's not going to do that in his first fight at 154. There's no way Kell Brook does that. Now, that may be a tactic by Errol Spence and Al Haymon as just a arm-wringing tactic to force Kell Brook into the fight. Yeah, we're speculating here on what is being talked about behind the scenes, but let's be real. All this stuff is sort of being talked about behind the scenes. It may not be exactly word for word what we're saying, but there's a reason it's been months and months and more delays and more delays and more extensions and more extensions. It's because behind the scenes, this has been a sort of insane atmosphere and most likely a movie written out of Hollywood, because that's what boxing tends to be behind doors, and especially when it's months and months of it.
Totally agree, man. Listen, we got a bunch of callers. We're going to jump out to them. You did say news, right? A bunch of news, negative news, good news. Well, I got some good news, some very damn good news. And I'm actually happy to report it. I want to thank a few people. Obviously, 215 Matt, you know what I mean? And obviously, Angel and Danny Garcia, who have officially come on, my man Pittsburgh Brew. I know you're picking Danny in the Thurman fight. So for March 3rd, they've officially sponsored the event, man. They gave us, a couple of goodies to give to you guys, some DSG, swag. So there you
Bruce
go.
Got a huge boner right there. He's just so happy. He's like, oh my God, Danny Garcia gear.
Yeah, Danny Garcia swag, baby. So what I did is, I contacted Thurman ASAP, and I'm like, yo, what's really good? Danny is giving this. What are you giving? So I'm waiting to see what's going on with Thurman. But I will say this. What he did tell me is, come on down. So I'll be going to see Keith Thurman in a couple of weeks. And all my Patreon family, remember to head on over to Patreon and drop your questions in. We're going to create a post on, getting your questions answered. I know everybody loved the Deontay one. I have not made it public like I said I was, but that's because of my patrons. They're like, yo, this is a private thing. Keep it private. So it is what it is. All right. So we're going to get out to the phone lines. We're going to go to Larry from San Francisco really quick. I want to obviously do a quick plug to my sponsor, El Camino, who is going to be on board with us again this year. But we're going to get a new voice. We're going to get a sexy lady voice. So until then, shout out to El Camino. Head on over to their website, elcaminoelectricalservices.com. Let's head on over to Larry in San Francisco. Larry, how are you receiving this news? Is it good? Glass half empty, half full? Talk to me.
Hey, big up to the Boxing Voice. Long time no talk, y'all. Good to hear you. I think it's good news right now. By the way, if Kell Brook fights Errol Spence next, I think he's undisputed the biggest G in boxing. Going from the stepping up to get paid, to get whooped on, fight with Golovkin, to coming back down and fighting the most dangerous guy at 147 who doesn't have anywhere near the profile. That shows a a set of cojones and a desire to really fight the best. So if he does that, Kell Brook might be my new favorite fighter. But question, what I don't understand what leverage Spence has. How is this? How does he have any room to dictate anything? He doesn't have a belt. He's not the name. He's not British. What does he have to bring to the table to negotiate?
Purely if he wins the purse bid and can dictate location just from a almost a like I want to show you up in a way. Like he could just do that just to want to show up Kell Brook and go, I want to pick the location. I'm gonna win the purse bid. Like I'm just saying that could be a possibility.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing that he brings to the table, Larry, is the threat of going to purse bid. That's it. The threat of it.
The purse bid alone is more of a threat than Errol Spence is, because the purse bid forces Kell Brook to either vacate or choose the fight. He can't.
Not only that, but it forces the fight to actually, like, wheels get moving. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Yeah. Last thing I'll say, if I'm Eddie and Sky and Kell Brook, I throw Spence 35%. Take it, or we're going to purse bid. We're going to win. It's going to be here anyway. You're only going to get 25. But that's me. You know, I'm definitely not behind closed doors. But love the fight. Love y'all. I'm out.
Larry, thank you. Feeling is mutual, buddy. One day we shall meet. Speaking of meat and stainless, countdown is happening, baby. TBV number 3. You're in the building. Talk to us. Brook Spence, man. It's postponed.
Man, I'm excited, man. Are you excited?
I am. I'm a glass half full type of guy. So once I seen that there was a postponement and they're negotiating, that made me happy.
I'll be honest, Stainless, I'm more pessimistic than Ness. And I immediately thought, oh, this is just Kell Brook just extending it out for no reason. He's still going to vacate. But I'm going to try to be positive. I'm going to try to be positive here.
Well, when I heard it was both sides, it made me a little more optimistic. If nothing else, it's progress. You know, I would think if nothing else by now it will be the IBF kind of insist that Kell Brook do something. I mean, he's had the belt since 2012, 2013. He's had maybe 4, 5 defenses. No, but 2, maybe 3 defenses, and then he had his ankle injury. You know what I'm saying? Like, Errol Spence is a healthy young fighter who's a lot more active. You know, that's a lot more advertisement for that belt. But I really don't mean to sidetrack this conversation, fellas, but I'm more excited about this TBVA. You know what I'm saying? Party, man. I'm still trying to get more information. Is it an Uber thing? Is it something I should just Uber, rent a car? Like I said, I've never been to New York, so.
Nah, man,
you know
you're in New
Plus,
York,
you know,
bro. You're in New York. You could take public transportation easy, Uber all day, get the Lyft app or the Uber app. I mean, you know, it depends when you're going to get into town to, you know, make sure you're on social media. You could get with some of the guys. You might, you know, share a cab. You might meet some of the guys before. I recommend, you know, you start talking inside of Patreon. There's going to be a lot of those guys there, and I'll connect you with some others. But, you know, Muhammad's coming in town early. You know, you never know. You might end up hitching a ride with someone, you know, or going half on the cab. But definitely you don't need to rent a car, especially in New York City. It's overpopulated. You'll be paying for parking out the wazoo.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, see, that's good to know. Well, either way, man, I'm not really worried about it. I'm just trying to get my stuff in order because I'm like Steven, you know, I'm working on extra hours. You know what I'm saying? Right now I'm doing 6 days to 10 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? So by the time I get paid, not this Friday, next Friday, everything will be paid off. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm
well.
I'm
Don't
really
worry
excited.
about it, brother.
Everybody gets to meet me.
I plan to keep you updated regularly. Like, I'm gonna dedicate one show per week just to update people with you know, TBV in terms of the actual event. But like I said today, you know, Danny Garcia's on board, so you will be one of the lucky few that will receive some DSG swag, courtesy of Danny Garcia and Matt 215. Down there looking us out, respecting what we do, man, and showing some love and support. This is a beautiful thing, So yeah, man, I'm happy. John from Long Island, man, talk to me.
Yo, what's good, guys? How's everybody doing?
Good, man.
I'm excited about the Spence fight. Him and Brook, it's just interesting fight. It's kind of hard to call, but I just wanted to talk about something. It's pretty ironic to me about after all the years of the Mayweather-Pacquiao hype and how these guys are supposed to be like the greatest in like boxing. It's just so weird to me how at the time where finally like the welterweight division is heating up and there's like so many different guys, either Floyd or Pacquiao have even yet to fight even one of them, Like what is Pacquiao doing? He should be fighting Spence or Brook or Thurman or like Garcia, like one of these guys. Like, what's up with that?
You want us to like give an answer,
man? That, John. They're trying to capitalize on.
It's bullshit, though. Let's be real. Like boxing has a history of passing the torch. Boxing has a history of passing the torch. Rocky Marciano beat Joe Louis. Larry Holmes beat Muhammad Ali. You can go through the list of guys that beat the former great. And for the two best guys in the last 20, 30 years to not do that, it does hurt the sport. It does. We can say that
exactly.
They're doing it for the money and they have every right to, but it does hurt the sport. The two are mutually exclusive.
Yeah, but I think that both Floyd and Manny got plenty of money, It's not, is it really about the money? Like, hundreds of $1 million. How much more do you need than that?
Well, man, you got to understand, you're selling your legacy to a young up-and-coming pup, man. I mean, they're gonna want a lot. No, when they can look at Miguel Cotto. He's got guys like Marquez calling him out. So why would he take an Errol Spence when he can fight a Marquez? I mean, this is their business, man. It's our entertainment, but it's their business. John, listen, I want to thank you for calling in. This is a spontaneous kind of immediate reaction, bringing you those rumors and headlines. So we're cutting them short. Marcus in DC, talk to me.
Yo, what's good, man? Hey, I'm just happy. Look, I know this sounds corny and everything, but I'm dying because I do want to see Spence against a top opponent because he getting all these accolades and he really hasn't fought anybody. Teddy Ellis just put him on his top 10 list, and he said based off of criteria who he fought and everything. I mean, our jury was 140 coming up, so I don't think he can beat Brook. I'm not mad at Brook, though, because a lot of times the dudes get those top pay-per-view numbers. They only want to fight those type of fights moving forward. He only got about 4 fights left. He got 36 fights, 37 fights. I ain't mad at him for trying to capitalize on the success and the risk that he took with Triple G by trying to find a fight with Cotto or Pacquiao or whoever else provides a big fight for him. As far as that, I mean, if they negotiating, then that's good. I mean, that's about all it can be, and what was the other thing? Man, yeah, good big shout out to DSG and Angel, man, for throwing that love out there, man, for the party, man. Yeah, I'm ready to see it. I'm excited, but as far as the last caller talking about passing on the torch, look, I mean, he may not agree, but Pacquiao did just fight a young champion, and what's boy Jesse Vargas? I mean, he had an opportunity.
Jesse Vargas wasn't top 5. Come on.
Feed yourself to.
Come on, Marcus. Come on, Jesse Vargas. Come on.
But listen, you don't have to feed. But listen, and nonetheless, he's still a young champion, brother. And then what I'm saying is, you don't have to just feed yourself recklessly to people. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay. Listen, a long time ago, Keith Thurman was trying to fight Paulie when Paulie had to tell you. What did Paulie tell him? Yo, man, this is prize fighting. So Errol Spence need to get his prize up. These other dudes that just want the accolade without the – see, Errol Spence got people like Floyd and everybody say, you good, you good, you good. And everybody wants the Floyd Mayweather style of holding out for the best thing, but they missing all these intermediate fights that Floyd took to get to the point where he can negotiate like this. Errol Spence ain't fought nobody. He needs to make this fight and show people he is what they say he is. Because if he get outpointed, I don't know what everybody gonna say. They make it seem like he the next coming. And as far as Brook trying to go up to 154 to fight Charlo, I'd rather fight Errol Spence than fight Charlo. Not to say that I don't think Errol Spence may be more talented, and I said maybe more talented. That's a big dude, man. That's a big dude. He at least Jamal Charlo might be bigger than Triple G. So why would he jump out there and go straight from that where he lost?
Not Jamal though, Marcus. You misheard. I didn't say
I'm
Jamal.
not Jamel.
Yeah, Jamel. He could fight Jamel. He could fight Jamel.
But listen, wouldn't that price point being the same thing as him fighting Errol Spence? He's still in the same price point.
But at least
not selling.
But at least
Charlo's not selling.
Yeah, but at least it's a title though. You know, in a division that you ain't got to struggle. It's a title in a division that you ain't got to struggle to make weight.
Listen. You know and I know young fighters need a title to get the money. But once you get the money, you don't need the title. This man made £5 million at least fighting Triple G. He wants those type of fights. He don't care if the title's on the line anymore. You understand what I'm saying? That you Earl needs to get the title so he can land him a $5 million fight. And then with him, it will eventually become a non-existent factor to have the title either. But if you're a young fighter, you have to have the title to create those type of situations. Brook is trying to find another $5 million pay-per-view payday with another big fighter off of the strength of what he did with Triple G. And in 4 fights, we're not going to hear about him no more. Watch what I say.
Well, all right, Marcus, let me get to some other callers, man. We'll see how it plays out, man. We shall see. I hear you. What do you think, Matt?
Very quickly, Jesse Vargas was the worst fucking example, okay? Because when I brought up examples of passing the torch, Rocky Marciano beating Joe Louis. Rocky Marciano, one of the fucking legends of the heavyweight divisions. Larry Holmes beating Muhammad Ali, one of the legends of the heavyweight divisions. Jesse Vargas, is he even a fucking footnote in boxing history? Really?
Yo, Jesse might come to the party, man.
Jesse's entertaining. I love watching Jesse fight, but he's not a legend. Let's hop off that. Come on, he's not even top 5 in his division. So let's not even say that. Let's not even say that's like beating Chris Algieri. Like nobody cares.
People talk about Matt versus MD. Jesse gonna hit you.
MD ducking me. MD ducking me.
Jesse got MD back. That's what I know. GT Kid in Atlanta. Yo, man. Kell Brook is ducking. He's still ducking, man. Y'all don't buy the hype. This is just a dog and pony show, man, from Kell Brook, man. He's looking for a big fight, just like the last caller said. He doesn't really care about that title, but he knows it's a bargaining chip at 147. But Kell Brook, I mean, you heard it here, man. Kell Brook is not going to fight Errol Spence. That fight is not going to happen. I don't know what Kell is doing unless they're still working with Amir Khan behind closed doors and, nobody knows about it. But, the Spence fight's not going to happen, man. But other than that, I'm just waiting for Danny Garcia to get knocked out. And I'm out. GT Kid, thanks for calling in. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget, it helps with the visibility of the show. It shows that you enjoy what we're doing over here, that you respect the hard work we're putting in, and it's your own little way of saying thank you, guys. Let me get on over to Rocky from the 954.
Yo, what's up, man? What's up, Nestor? Man, not the last caller, but the one before that, I agree with him 100%. He said a lot of this stuff I wanted to say. Man, look, man, Kell Brook ain't ducking no Errol Spence. I'll be happy if the fight happens. It's a good fight, but the man just went up and fought Triple G. He's looking to get the bigger payday. I can't be mad at him for that. And Errol Spence, a lot of people are on him, but we haven't seen him against the best competition. I'm just saying, can everybody just calm down? He needs to beat somebody first. Good win against Algieri. Okay, I'll give you that. But man, I'm getting sick of the Errol Spence D riders. Y'all need to calm down. Let him beat somebody first. You can't beat somebody who's beneath you. Shout out to Kell Brook. And if the fight does happen, I got my money on Brook. And great show, guys. Yeah, I just wanted to say that, man. And I agree with also too with that Pacquiao and Floyd not passing the torch type stuff. Man, listen, boxing is different now, man. You know, it's a business, and you know what? Nobody passed the torch to Floyd, and nobody passed the torch to Pacquiao.
Oscar, what are you talking about? Oscar De La Hoya, Shane Mosley.
Young Lions.
Oscar De La Hoya and Shane Mosley passed the torch.
No, but yeah.
What are you talking about? Those are two legends. What are you talking about?
It was more than that win. Floyd fought Corrales. He fought the best over and over. That's his legacy, not one guy. So
but passing the torch makes you a star. That's what we're talking about. Every legend in the sport had a passing the torch fight, and the two legends that we last had did not pass the torch. That's just a fact.
Well, Rocky, I want to say we did not cut you off. You know, you heard the bell, so you can't throw any punches after the bell. Matt is a cheater, you know, because he's a host, so he gets to talk after the bell. That being said, I disagree with Matt. I think that Mayweather and Pacquiao did pass the torch.
Who did Mayweather pass it to?
We just didn't have any capable bodies. The opportunity.
Who did Mayweather pass it to? Who were the opportunities?
Capable bodies. The opportunities.
Who were the opportunities?
Everyone that he fought.
No. I'm talking about passing the torch to the next great. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but
I'm not talking about losing a fight, because I'm not talking about that, because Bernard Hopkins lost fights.
Oscar didn't. He got beat. Oscar didn't pass the torch. The problem is no one could beat.
When Floyd Mayweather beat Oscar De La Hoya, he went on to do his next 5 fights were million-plus pay-per-view buys.
Yeah, but you're acting as
if before that they weren't. Like it was a legit passing the torch fight. Same with Manny Pacquiao.
But that's what I'm saying.
Manny Pacquiao beat Oscar.
He had to beat him. Matt. He had to beat him. Just like Berto had to beat Floyd.
But Berto wasn't Floyd. Berto wasn't Floyd in that situation. That's the thing. I'm talking about fighting the next great guy, the next young guy. We have great examples in boxing history of that happening. But with Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, they haven't done that. Let's be honest.
I don't know. Only a hipster would say that because you're being extra critical. I mean, you know how many undefeated fighters fucking Pacquiao fought and beat? What are you talking about? Who didn't he give a shot to?
Am I saying they're bad fighters? I'm saying they're the two best of their generation.
Floyd, bro.
I'm not saying they're bad. I'm saying they never fought the next great young guy.
Say Margarito and some other weirdo who should have got a shot. But please, like, these guys gave shots to everyone in their division, all right? And some even above. It's not their fault that Canelo couldn't do it or that fucking Margarito couldn't do it. Come on, you're bugging right now. They didn't pass the torch. No one passes the torch. You got to take it. You don't get nothing. You take what you want.
Pass the torch.
He didn't. Yeah, because Oscar said, "Here, Floyd, take it." He got his ass beat, and then he tried to
Oscar did awesome in that fight. What do you mean Oscar got beat?
And with Pacquiao,
have you watched that fight lately? Come on. Now Pacquiao got his ass kicked. Mayweather did not get his ass kicked. That was a good fight. That was a close fight.
9-5-4. Yeah,
You're bugging.
A fight where some thought, you know, it deserved a rematch. Remember, so much.
Let's go to the caller. Let's go to the caller. He may be a first-time caller.
Wait a minute. All right.
No.
You're right. 954. Are you a first-time caller?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Hey, Matatang, it's me, baby. El Cacique, AC, DC Army, baby. I always buy drinks, baby. What's up, Papa?
Oh, what's up? It's Trang, right?
Eduardo, you're damn right, baby. I just changed from 931 to 954. But you know what? You're right. There's no able bodies because nowadays you got more athletes than fighters. Pacquiao beat the Mexicans. Floyd beat Oscar and Corrales. That it's dead. It's done. I'm tired of people talking shit about Angel Garcia. He brings buzz. You know, we like the heels. We like the bad guys. It's boxing. We need a bad guy. He's a good bad guy. However, Brook fucked up with this Errol Spence, man. He should have taken the Khan fight, especially after an over the bone. You know, Khan can't hurt Brook, but Errol Spence with that speed and that power, man, I think he really messed up, man. I really do, man. But hey, much respect to the, UK stepping it up. UK are still going to get their ass kicked like they usually do by the Americans, but it's okay because we got to respect that they're stepping up to the plate. I respect that. I really do.
Well, I just want you to know they probably have more champions than us right about now, man. They've been kicking our ass for some time now.
No, but the tide turns. The tide turns. You know, Lennox Lewis had it for a while. You know, and it goes right back. It's a give and take, and that's what I'm saying. The ebb and flow. Boxing's beautiful. It's time for the up and comers to take a stand. You know, and I really believe that Brook really messed up, man. He should have taken the Khan fight. Khan can't hurt him. It's a big money fight for him. It's an easy win after over the bone. Errol Spence is really bad, but I respect it because this is the fight that we need, man. I like this fight. I really do, and I hope it gets made. And DSG is going to beat Thurman, man. I hate to say it because my head says Thurman, but my heart says DSG, man. You can't go against DSG, man. DSG is the more established fighter, the better repertoire. Man, DSG is DSG, man. Let's go, champ.
Hey, Guado, you all over the place, but thanks for calling in, brother. So, were you in California now? Where's 954? Where's that?
No, 954. I'm in Hollandale Beach, Florida, baby.
Oh, in Florida.
In Knoxville, but now I'm over
here.
Yo,
I'm gonna be out in Florida. I'm gonna be in Florida. I'm gonna be in St. Petersburg on the 20th.
I'll drive up, man.
I'm going to see Thurman, bro. I'm going to see Thurman. Maybe we could do lunch or something. Listen, thanks for calling in. Producer, you got Eduardo there?
Yep.
Did you get the sexy part of Florida that he's from?
No, I didn't get that. What part of Florida?
See? This guy. He's over there doing fucking MMA notes.
Beach.
What is it?
Hollandale Beach.
Hollandale Beach.
Between Miami and Fort Lauderdale.
Hollandale. My brother's in Apollo Beach. But thanks for calling in, brother. Hollandale Beach, Eduardo. Get him down, baby.
There's no way I spelled that right, but don't worry. I'll get it.
Chris in the ATL. What's up, brother?
What's good, fellas? I was listening to y'all talk about taking it from the champ, and when you talk about passing the torch, I agree with you, my man. You know, you got to get in there and you got to take it.
Who do you agree with, Chris? Hold on, Chris. Do you agree with me or Ness? Do you think Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao didn't pass the torch, or do you think they did, and no one beat them?
They did. You got to go in there and beat them. If you don't, somebody's got to go in there and take out Floyd, take out Manny, take them out. That's how the torch gets passed. You got to take that. You got to take it. You know, nothing gets given to anybody. But I want to talk about Kell Brook. He is ducking Errol Spence. He sold his zero for the check with Triple G. He had no intention of that fight. I would say it. I'm gonna be bold and say it. The fight was fixed. They went into that fight knowing they were going to stop that fight if it looked like he was going to take any punishment whatsoever.
His eye was broken in. He had a broken orbital bone.
And that's what I just said. They went into that fight knowing that if it came to the point where he was going to take injury, they're going to stop the fight, and that's what they did.
It's not if he took injury; he did take injury. That's why they stopped the fight. You can't say it's a fixed fight when he got broken in.
He's trying. My point is he's trying to cash out. It's all about money at this point. But he's just in a tight spot. He doesn't really want to go up and fight the real guys at 154, the Charlos or Lara. So he's trying to beg Cotto. He's trying to beg Khan. He's trying to beg these guys for a fight. I think at the end of the day, he's going to either have to give up that belt or get in there and give this young lion Errol Spence an opportunity. And I hope we see that fight sooner than later because these guys are delaying Errol Spence's career. This young man needs an opportunity, and we got to find out, is he going to be the next big thing? And it's time for Kell Brook to put up or shut up, get in the ring and fight. That's all I got to say, fellas.
Thanks for calling in, Chris. Thanks for calling in. You don't know who we got coming up. Check this out. My boy, man. One day he gonna be able to pull over them 18 wheels, man. And what's going on here? Oh, am I here already? No. Okay.
I know it.
No, not AB.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you a young fella, and he comes from the Magnolia.
You got your block on fire, you remain in the cheese. Until the moment you expire, you know what it is. You make nothing out of something, you handle your business. You don't be crying, and it's something you will be achieved.
Ooh. What's good, man? So, let's get straight to it, bro. What exactly going on right now, bro? They postponed the first bid for what? Why that happened?
Well, they postponed it because both sides have agreed that they're in negotiations, so we might get a deal before the 7 days. They asked for an extension till Tuesday, February 14th. They have to have their bids in by 11:45 a.m. Eastern time.
Gotcha. So more likely we if the fight do happen, which I don't believe, but if it do happen, we gonna be looking forward to a showdown in the UK, basically. But that'll benefit both sides because that's where the money at right now. Agreed. But look, bro, this is what I want to tell everybody, though, bro. I done seen Kell Brook, bro, go on negotiation with a couple of fighters, bro, and only one of them came through, and that one came through on the funny style. He made a deal with Triple G, and I don't even think that was 24 hours went by. But all these other motherfuckers, all type of shit going on, postponed and the fight don't happen. So why do we believe him and Spence gonna happen this time, bro? Obviously, I don't think he want to fight the man. He want to fight somebody that can bring him a little more money because I already bust up. You dig? So the last fight, he want to make sure the worst something if he gonna get hurt again. Because you gotta think about it, man. He got a broken eyesight. Man, you don't want to fight nobody that's real dangerous. Not for the most maximum amount of money. You want the most you can get for that fight. If your career on the line. So if he don't plan on fighting the man, drop the belt. Go do what you going, because he don't need the belt. His name big enough to fight anybody out there without the belt. Drop the damn belt, man, and let Spence go ahead and do his thing if you're not gonna fight him. That's how I see it. You know what I'm saying? And everybody else should see the shit like that too. We waited on Florida man, bro, for who knows how long, man. And it's always this and that, and A side, B side, and who he fought. Man, Kell Brook ain't fought no. He beat one dude who he held at that. He held the man for 12 rounds. And he went up in weight and got his ass whooped. He ain't did shit. Man, drop that belt, man. That's all I got. And I don't see why everybody trying to defend this motherfucker. Drop the belt and move on.
All right, and now, all right, Pittsburgh Bruce. It's been a long time, Bruce.
Pittsburgh. Black stripe.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, oh yeah, man. Shout out Dollar DiBiase on the intro, man. That's what's up.
Yeah, that was some fire right there.
Man, yeah, hell yeah, it was.
Bruce.
I don't even know where to begin with this shit. Crazy shit, man. Just like this kind of reminds me, like before, whenever Triple G and Canelo was trying to get made, you know what I mean? And everybody was dogging out Canelo, saying he ain't going to take the fight, and he's gonna vacate that belt. And then it come to find out he did. You know what I mean? But dude's just really giving Brook like a pass on this, it seems like, and it's just crazy to me because Spence jumped through hoops to get this fight. He fought 2 eliminators to get this. I mean, it's been like, because Algeria was an eliminator, He did that. That wasn't good enough. Then he was supposed to fight that Ponomarev dude or whatever the fuck his name is. He wouldn't fight Spence. So then he had to fight Bundu for the last eliminator. And he's still not going to get the Brook fight. He's going to have to fight somebody else to get a vacant belt. And then dudes is still going to say he ain't beat nobody. I mean, don't you think it's kind of the same thing? Like what happened with Canelo?
No. Your scenario, I mean, I definitely see that happening. Like if he has to fight for a vacant, he ain't gonna get no respect. But I don't think. I mean, I think Brook is hearing the public, man. I don't think he's gonna duck. I don't think he's gonna drop the belt, man. I think he's gonna fight.
Well, you know what else I'm wondering about is I looked on the WBC rankings today, and Errol Spence ain't on there no more.
Dun dun dun.
They dropped him.
You know what that means?
They dropped him because he was in an eliminator with Bradley. It doesn't mean what you want to insinuate, my friend. They wanted to put him in an eliminator with Bradley, which means he would have to fight to then get another shot at a title when he's already in line at a title. So why pay them and go over there and fight when you're next? Kell Brook has to vacate or fight.
So he's not doing the VADA testing, right? Is that what we're getting at?
Because he's not in that sanctioning body. But
he's still not doing the VADA testing,
the
right?
same way Anthony Joshua and Vladimir Klitschko are doing it, Kell Brook and Errol Spence can't do it. Am I right or am I wrong? I'm asking you a question. Am I right or am I wrong?
You're right.
So then why is this man trying to insinuate? Why is he trying to insinuate like Errol Spence is ducking fucking VADA testing or some shit?
Because
you guys are crazy with your insinuation. I mean, you have to have some sort of facts
He's
for that.
obviously going to have to get tested.
I hope that Kell Brook makes him get tested to shut all these guys up.
Me too, and I hope he takes the fight, but I don't think he will. I think he'll fight Cotto, and Spence is going to have to fight maybe that Ponomarev again or somebody in IBS. And they're just trying to make all that happen before you know what I mean, before it goes to first bid, so it don't look like Brook's ducking.
Yeah, well,
not even ducking. The dude's a fucking toe ducking.
Yo, hey Bruce. So did you hear DSG sending some swag for us?
Yeah, man. I need that. I need that black and gold hoodie, man, to match the new Jordans I just got. So. If they send that, go ahead and hold that for me.
Don't worry about it, man. You got first dibs.
Extra large.
Listen, Bruce, I'm going to cut out that you are the last. I want to thank you for calling in. I want to thank everybody that tuned in on this spontaneous show just to, throw it around back and forth a little bit about these topics here, man. Well, this topic, right? And what exactly is on everyone's mind and what's going to happen. Matt, what has you so entertained, my friend?
This motherfucker in the chat.
Oh, God. You and MD.
No, it's not MD. No, it's not MD.
I said you and MD.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, here's the deal. Everyone wants to hate on me for liking MMA. And, it's like...
you're talking about Carlos? Yo.
Yeah, and I don't get it. Hop off. I like MMA. So what? I didn't say McGregor was going to beat Mayweather, so stop insinuating that. So stop making lies. If you want to spread alternative facts, go for it. But that's fucking false. Number two, I did watch the Eubank card, so stop saying I didn't. MD did not watch the Eubank card. So if you want to keep saying that, everyone else does their job and I don't, fuck off, because I do.
You got to him, Carlos. Why you do that? He got to you, man. Nobody even knew that, but look, he got you so much that you made everyone else.
Yeah, he did get to me. Fuck him.
Carlos.
Go post another shirtless tool pic, Carlos.
I don't think that's the same Carlos, though, because I don't know why would he have a shirtless pic. Is that the Carlos from Philly? Because the Carlos from Philly is actually going to be at the party. That's why
I don't know.
But that is the outro because it's time to go. Monster Piece. Why she ain't call in? Masterpiece, you don't love us. See, she only want to call in when we got
Info
guests.
Joe's in the chat and he's not calling again. Come on, Info Joe. You have my sunglasses. I need those back.
Only when we got guests, Masterpiece want to call in. Masterpiece, what's that RSVP looking like? It's getting crazy, man. It's getting crazy. I'm telling you, this party's going to be super duper appreciation. It's going to be giving back so much appreciation. I'm telling you. It's going to be, it's like hugs. It's going to be like Care Bear land over there. Like just hugs of love. Yes, that's what I feel. I feel love. I'm telling you. Yo, Danny Garcia hooking us up with some swag. Come on.
Yo, is Angel coming though? That's the real question.
I don't know, man, but look, this is a step in the right direction. That's all that matters. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, very, very much so. Yes.
You know? And you know, now when I go see Thurman, I gotta be like, yo, DSG hooked it up. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You know? So yeah, man. I want to kind of do like some overtime and just talk about the party, man, because
I can't wait.
I'm in that type of mood.
That venue looks awesome.
Yo, and I was talking to him today, man. Just the lighting and everything. It's just gonna be crazy. You know, I was talking to the comedian today, a few of them actually.
Have you decided which one? Have you do you have a preference yet?
I do have two people that I narrowed down, but this is the thing, right? I don't want to have like traditional seating. You know, when you do comedy, it's like people are looking at the comedian and like sitting there and shit. So I don't want to like, hey, yeah, we got, you know, Matt's coming up. He's going to get, and it's like funny guy Matt, and everybody's setting up chairs. I don't want that. So I've been asking a few comedians that I've been, you know, talking to, and they're like, that traditionally that's the way it's done. You know, it's going to be more difficult if people are kind of lounging off, having their own conversations the way that we do when we socialize.
Mm-hmm.
It'll make it difficult for the comedian or for the jokes to work. So I don't know what we gonna do because we need I think we need like a little bit of entertainment. I mean, yo, the socializing is all good, but we still need something.
But, well, you had a DJ, right? Like that's for sure.
Yeah, but you know, the DJ's off in the side. He's doing his thing. He's setting the mood with the music, but he's not like there to interject himself. That's not this type of party. You know, I don't know. We'll see.
I know Santiago's bringing his whole hard drive of all like 1,000 or 2,000 fights from the last 100 years.
Oh Jesus, we need.
I love Santiago. He got so hammered on Saturday. God.
I don't know. Oh, actually, you know, he's in luck. The location has 2 monitors plus the huge projector screen thing, whatever. So
sounds good. Do we have a roof substitute yet? Wink, wink.
A what?
A roof substitute.
A roof substitute.
Yeah, wink, wink.
I actually told the guy I wanted to go back over there and kind of get a walkthrough. So I'm waiting for, I don't know, I think Enrique lands, probably jet lag. And then we'll go do another walkthrough and maybe situate furniture, see what options we have now. You know, look at it with different eyes and look at the surrounding area as well. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe just be honest with the dude. You never know. I mean, it's such a common thing these days now, you know?
Yeah, if it was California, it would be like for sure acceptable.
Well, yeah, of course, you know.
Of course.
I can't wait for the day though. Like I'm dying. Like people are always saying, like, "Oh, California," but you know, I think that Cali, I'm definitely, you know, down to do it over there when the fight is right. You know what I mean? It can't just be any fight. Like
we haven't had a right fight yet in the West Coast for that, in my opinion. You know, it would have to be like a big Triple G fight because he's really the only guy in LA that's big over here right now. Like if Triple G Canelo happened in like LA and like the new football stadium that's being built, like that would be interesting. Maybe, I don't know. Something to think about.
No, yeah.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Who's Triple G?
Who's Triple G? You don't know who Triple G is?
Nah.
MD would be like so upset right now. He would have like
what? You'd be like, what? You mean who's DSG? You mean who's DSG? You know, he does that little laugh. He's like, Yo, this has been your show. I'm your host, Nestor Gibbs. Follow me on Twitter at NestGTO. Remember, Patreon, TBV road work is full effect. We're going to Florida. We're going to see Thurman. You know, this fight is huge. Plus, our appreciation night is on the eve of this fight. So we got to cover this fight. That being said, head on over to Patreon and drop your questions that you want answered directly from the champ, Keith Thurman himself, the way that we did the Deontay ones. I know you love them, and I love doing it. It was pretty cool, man. So I want to do it again. Definitely head on over to MCR and fucking check out some shit, because I got a few emails from his Patreon. This guy's dropping more stuff than me. He's making me work now. You know, I've been thinking about that. You know, we should do something.
I got off time, man. Like, especially with you with like Wilder getting all big, going to training camps all over the place. You know, I got some downtime. You know, I got an intern now. He's gonna start writing for TBV as well. Lewis, he's a journalism major, so he's gonna be helping both TBV and MCR out. So that'd be nice.
Is that the guy that I talked to yesterday?
Dead Body? That was his username.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Good guy. Good kid.
Yes. I told him, you know, send something in, and then we'd go from there.
Yeah, we communicate, so we're good to go. And you can obviously find me at Mixed Combat News on Twitter, and Mixed Combat Radio is my other podcast. You can find it on Patreon, SoundCloud, iTunes, YouTube, etc., Facebook as well. So everyone have a good one. Peace.
There was something that I wanted to do in terms of a review on Patreon. Can't think of it. I still want that Diego Chavez fight. Nobody's found that for us, man. What kind of freaking listeners are these?
Well, we can find copies of it, but not HD.
Yo,
that's just the reality of the internet.
No one watches 360. Okay,
I do.
You're right. Roadwork Boxing. Why don't you donate the?
Dude, he's my manager or my promoter. I love him, dude. He's awesome.
Yeah, well, if he's your manager and promoter, he needs to donate the money for the facility, equipment, the headgear, the waters, the mouthpieces. I mean, he's just like, yo, fight. It's like, damn. Yo, matter of fact, how about this? Oh my God. This is it. It's actually gonna go down right now. It's gonna go down right now.
Who just called in right now?
I'm gonna assume that the prices are the same, right? I say right now, I know this show is almost over, so it's gonna take this show and a few more, but I say we do a $350 donation drive to get Matt from California to meet me in Florida on February 20th to the 23rd.
Yes.
In Keith Thurman's gym, live in front of Keith Thurman and his trainer, and I'll make sure BoxingMD is there, because he can't tell me he's not available. He already told me if I'm coming, he's there. So it's over. It's over. I can set it up, but you guys got to get Matt to the ring. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm already bringing Enrique and Alex TBV to cover, you know, the whole Keith Thurman thing. So, but yo, all you guys got to do is get that 350 one time, and Matt will meet us in Florida, and he will spar MD in Keith Thurman's gym.
Oh yeah, I will.
In Keith Thurman's gym. I know I can make that happen. I know that. You know, I was texting with Dan Birmingham today, and I'm like, yo, I found some killer deals for the 20th. He's like, come on down. I'm like, well, you already know I'm there. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys want a classic, hit the donation drive. You know what it is. Let me see what my link is. It's something like PayPal me / the Boxing Voice, right?
Hold on, very fast, because I have Brew Promotions, Roadwork Boxing Promotions, and Monster Piece Promotions, all vying for my interest. Email me, matt@mix-combat.com. And because I'm a free agent right now, so I'm looking for a new promoter, trying to get this fight scheduled. You know,
technically he's not a free agent. I mean, you know, TBV is like Don King back in the day. People. So he's been on this network.
30,000 for towels. I'm paying 30,000 for towels.
Yo, he's been on this network. That's it. He signed a contract in blood. We did a pinky swear with the thumbtack and everything. He doesn't even remember. It's like it's just like, matter of fact, it's the exact same contract that Ghost Rider signed. That's the one. He belongs to me. It's over. I got your soul. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm not kidding about getting Matt to Florida. I honestly want to do that. So anybody that wants to, I should get the link before I say that, because I really think it is PayPal me /ThaBoxingVoice. I mean, I posted it yesterday. Someone could help us here. I'll look for it. How about that? But I say get him there. It'll be done exclusively. He and MD. Oh man, Thurman will love it too. You know Thurman's a jokester. He won't.
Yeah, he'll think it's hilarious.
No, he won't have any problem. You know, taking a break and letting these guys go at it. You know, I'll have all the top of the line equipment, so you know it won't be no phone recording. This will be, you know, some 1080p. These two guys going at it. But yo, you know you're smaller than him, right?
Does it look like I care? I'm fearless. I'll take on Cut West. I don't care.
Okay. I heard it all before. That's all I'm saying, you know. You know, MD's not here to defend himself, but I'll tell you one thing.
Yeah, he'll just be ducking me still. He still may not be up to it. That's a possibility.
No.
Oh, really? You think that you know he's gonna be like, Ness, I'm just too big. I'm too big. You know, he doesn't want to do it. Trust me. Come on, it's not right. You try to go that way. You know it. Come on. He's Canelo.
No. No, he was working out with Thurman. He was in the gym, bro.
I'm not saying he's not good. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying for some reason he doesn't want it.
Oh, this kid's disrespectful. I'm going to set this up, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you, if you guys really want this, let me know. Yo, I'm like Make-A-Wish Foundation. You want to see these guys go at it? Yo, I can make it happen. We could do it live stream. We could do it on pay-per-view. It doesn't matter. I can make it happen. But you guys got to get him down there. I'll have he says, yo, ain't Cut West close to Florida? Cut West is all the way in Atlanta, which is close to Florida.
But like not really.
But not really. And
Like, I'm close to Steven then.
Cut West is not you know. Yeah, Alex will be in Florida. He will be in Florida, Bruce. Bruce is trying to say Bruce want to see somebody get their headgear knocked off. Double header, he says. I love it. I like the sound of that. I really do. Yo, I can't find my link, man. I posted it yesterday, man. I don't know.
Dude, Stainless said if Matt fights MD, he's cherry picking. That's fucked up.
Yo, why is that? Yo, you know who got to pay for this? Carlos. That dude who's been harassing you, he can't. He won't get to see it. He's got to pay top dollar. He's going to have to pay Mayweather Pacquiao prices for this. Here it is. Get your PayPal me link. Yeah, it is PayPal me. Well, it's actually PayPal.me /ThaBoxingVoice. ThaBoxingVoice. So there you go, man. You know, get it to Matt. And I can make it happen for real. And I think it'll be cool, man. That'll be some sick Patreon footage. MD versus Matt.
Whoa. Matt versus MD. I'm the A side.
Nah, MD's been here longer, bro. He's the face. He's the face. I don't know. Monster Piece, who's the A side, Monster?
I have been editor for a long time too. Just saying. I've been behind the scenes for a lot longer than I've been in front of the scenes.
Well, I say you guys get him there. Let me see how many days we got. We gotta get on this.
Yeah, we do.
Because that flight might change. There's no playing around. Today is the 6th. So I mean, really, you guys should make this happen by at least Sunday's show. We're gonna try and work all this week because I'm out on the 20th. Gotta go. We got to go see Thurman. And then from there, got to go back to Bama, cover the fight. It's gonna be a lot of road work, man. Got to do a lot of road work. I'm gonna have to do. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. But anyway, talked enough. You know the link. Did I put it in there? I put it in there. I'm putting it in one more time. It's paypal.me/ThaBoxingVoice. Drop that get Matt to Florida to take on MD fund. Carlos, you should just pay for it. As much shit as you talk, you should want to see Matt and MD go at it. I mean, MD should be the A side and the favorite. You're a lightweight.
He's
right?
the favorite. He's the favorite. He's the favorite.
Wait, 129? What do you weigh? 130?
130 ish.
God, MD's gonna kill you, bro. I mean, it's not like it's not unheard of though. Like lightweight spar
all the time.
Middleweights all day.
Scott Turner said
Battle of the Bombs.
I don't work out.
Yo, and they're working over at Keith's gym, bro. I seen the heavyweight Lenroy. Ooh, maybe we could get Doomsday up in there with him. Yeah, get some real sparring footage in there. All right, man. We talked enough. Nestor Gibbs. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NSGTO. And head on over to ThaBoxingVoice.com/reunion. So, you know, you could chill out with us. Laters.